Hello friends, this is the final video in this 8-week series where we've been unpacking this idea of a shared mission for our network. For too long, the cords that have held us together have been insufficient to mobilize a united movement seeking renewal and revival and awakening across our region of the state. For too many years, leaders have led in isolation and churches have operated in silos. Instead of being characterized as one network, we've operated as many churches, and I believe the Spirit is calling us to unity around a shared mission. This realization led us in the formation of a fresh expression of our mission statement, which is partnering together to ignite a Spirit-fueled movement of disciples and leaders and churches. It is to this mission that we are calling all of our leaders and churches to rally around. Early on, we announced that the destination we are sailing towards is a reflection of the ransomed church in Revelation chapter 7, which is characterized by a worshiping multitude of diverse ethnic groups in joyful assembly before God. And we've unfurled the sails of mobilize prayer and developing disciple makers and deploying leaders and multiplying churches so that we can catch the wind of God's Spirit and be used of God as part of His redemptive plan for this region of the country. And here's the deal. Regardless of what your church's stated mission statement or strategy might be, is there anyone who can't get behind the idea of igniting a Spirit-fueled movement? We know we need to mobilize prayer, to develop disciple makers, to deploy leaders, and to multiply churches. Anyone who considers themselves a leader in the church knows these things to be true. Our problem isn't that we disagree on these sorts of goals. Our challenge is that as leaders, we've not aligned ourselves with these goals. Our hearts have not been in sync with the heart of the Spirit to participate in a fresh movement of God. Our heads have not thought clearly about how we will prioritize and steward our best energies towards those things that really make a difference. And our hands have not clasped the hands of one another to actually do the work that a shared mission requires of us as leaders who pledge allegiance to the kingdom of Christ. This shared mission exists to rally us behind those things that are critical to our future. And what happens when we do these things? What will the outcome be as we mobilize prayer for a fresh awakening of God, and as we commit to develop disciple makers and deploy leaders and multiply churches? We believe we will uniquely invite the blessing and provision of God to bear much fruit. Our big idea is to reach just 1/2% as we enfold 25,000 disciples into our network. Does that sound impossible? Well, it is, unless we ignite a Spirit-fueled movement. But friends, rest assured, spiritual movements have demonstrated the capability of producing these kinds of results in the past. So since we are earnest about our desire to ignite such a movement, we are bold enough to claim a goal of thousands more people coming to follow Jesus. Let me end this 8-week series with this single question. Are you willing to give your best energies to engage in a more profound level of collaboration to fulfill the shared mission, which is to ignite a Spirit-fueled movement of disciples, leaders, and churches? May the Lord who has inspired this vision propel us forward as we love and lead well in the days ahead.